The famous story that attends my life is the unsolved 1958 murder of my mother. For Christmas 1993, and you and I had already been colleagues of 5 years standing at that point. Rivage has always been my publisher here in France, always will be. She got me a picture, Helen Cano did, she's also a Rivage author, of myself at a woodworking bench. It's me right after the police said, son, your mother's been killed. So I'm at ground zero of my life. I learned that a young friend of mine was going to write a piece on unsolved San Gabriel Valley homicides. I was going to see my mother's file. I had to see the file. I got a commission to see the file and write the piece for GQ magazine. Decided to expand it into a nonfiction book, which would entail me investigating my mother's death with a retired homicide detective, Bill Stoner, who since became a very close friend of mine. You met Stoner, and Stoner came over here when Rivage published the book. We didn't find the killer, but the book is very much my arc of reconciliation with my mother. Now, years passed. My marriage went south, although Helen Cano and I remained very close friends. In 2006, I started to conceive a book about women and me. Because why mince words? I'm obsessed with women. Right? You understand how this is, don't you? Yes, you, Ian. Julien, you understand, don't you? Yeah, right, yeah? You understand. At first I thought it would be lighthearted. There was an odd conjunction of women in my life, a married woman, a married American woman. And we were going to have an affair. A French woman journalist. That didn't work out. The affair with the married woman didn't work out. She became Karen in Bloods a Rover. In Bloods a Rover, Underworld USA, en français. And so I thought it would be a full-length book, but then no, it's a shorter book. Then I sold the serial rights to Playboy and expanded it into a full-length book, but a short book. And what's very, very interesting is that the three antecedents that got me to write such a different book, Bloods a Rover, also known en français as Underworld USA, are three of the main women in it. Helen Cano, the real woman Joan, the real woman Karen, whose name is Kathy. And so the book is about the writing of Bloods a Rover, en français, Underworld USA. And I thought I would be alone at the end of the book. And then, as I was finishing up the book, I met a woman who I am convinced I will be with for the rest of my life. So there you go. There's a happy ending to all of this. You chase women like a pit bull for 50 years. When you're 60 years old, you meet a woman. Now I better stay healthy. It's a catharsis, and I like to tell on myself. And what a friend of mine, a woman friend of mine who read the book said, you never say shitty things about the women you're with. And I think people who've read the book have all said that. You take the blame. If you did something wrong, you take the blame for it. I don't level blame at any of the women I was with. So, the Hilliker Curse, coming from Alfred A. Knopf in September, Random House UK, Heinemann in October, en français, Rivage in November 2010.